What is going on, people? So this is update for 123 2019 for Epic 7, and this update is the Violet update. This guy looks pretty cool, to be honest. He is the last of a noble Perland family. So it's a nobleman, but he's also a thief, which is interesting because his skills don't really shout out thief. It says Violet is an earth thief with a unique ability to evade attacks and then immediately counter-attack the enemy. Once the battle starts, Violet is able to increase his evasion chance by using his second skill. If he is able to successfully evade an attack, Violet is able to counterattack with Graceful Cut. Additionally, Violet is able to cause great damage by attacking with Butterfly Cut. If you can support and protect Violet, it'll be best to place him in the front position so he can counterattack often. So he's a thief that is a tank, like he's in your tank spot, which is very odd. So let's read what he does here. His main move here, cooldown of 0, Graceful Cut. Attacks with a sword with a 65% chance to decrease attack for 1 turn, which is pretty nice. That's a decently high chance to significantly cut their damage skill down. Now we also have Duel Accepted, active, cooldown 5. Prepare for a duel by recovering health, granting an extra turn to the caster. If the skill is on cooldown, increase evasion chance by 30%. After successfully evading, grants 1 focus and counterattacks. Amount recovered is proportional to the caster's maximum health. So you want to use this right off the bat so you can get this on cooldown. That way it increases your evasion by 30%. And then when you counterattack, you heal by a portion of your. And then we got his ultimate here, which is active cooldown here. 6 turns, Butterfly Cut. We'll just read what the awakening does. Pierces the enemy with a sword and loses all focus. Damage dealt increased proportional to the amount of focus consumed. If 5 focus is consumed, reset cooldown of Butterfly Cut. Wow, so you can just use it again. That is pretty nice. That's a pretty beefy burst right there. Burst window. I'm very interested in this character. We also have a new artifact here, Violet Talisman. This thief exclusive attack and increases attack and evasion chance at the start of each turn. So we got here at max level, it increases attack by 3% and evasion chance by 3% at the beginning of each turn. Each effect can stack up to 10 times and resets at the beginning of the battle. So every battle this goes back down to 3%. So you build it up, you build it up, you build it up, and then it all disappears at the end, so you can't go into the next battle with max stats. That's kind of annoying, but by the end of this battle, your 30% extra evasion chance on top of his already 30% evasion chance, 60% evasion chance if it's additional and not multiplication. With this stacking, that is pretty nuts. And even if it's 30-30, if it could work out like 30% chance, it goes to this, and then 30% chance, and then it looks at your actual skill, that would still be very good. And then we got the drop rate banner. This is not a limited time only banner, so keep that in mind. After his drop rate banner ends, it's going to be added to the convenient summons. So you have to make sure that you think about that before you go on about it. Let's see. No limited time. It means you're eventually going to be able to free pull him if you get lucky. So it's got a side story. Violet emerges from Chaos Gate only to find himself in Iridia, in a place only in tales and histories, where he receives some shocking information. The man from Sindoria in the land of rotten earth. This is Violet's tale. This is going to be interesting because I haven't seen. This is a brand new character and we have to learn everything about him in the side story. So I'm very interested in playing this. I really like the stories in this game. Side stories are going to be slightly different right off the bat. Side story improvements, multiple difficulty levels. So now there are going to be 4 difficulty levels a player can select from. These levels start from easy and go to normal, hard, and hell. The highest difficulty, hell, will reward the player with up to 5 times the amount of event currency. This is very nice for players that have took the time to grind it out, become powerful. You're going to be spending a lot less time grinding the side story. I really like that. Additionally, in order to increase the character's progressions, the rewards for the higher level stages include 3-star penguins, and that's pretty nice, as well as increased chances of getting epic and rare catalysts. That is also very nice. And as we can see here, we have the stamina cost for these modes: 8, 12, 20, and 30. So pretty nuts right there. That's a lot of stamina. I'm sure somebody is going to figure out if it's worth it to spend 30. It doesn't actually show the percent drops, so that's a little annoying. So we also have Raid Labyrinth. Area 4 is open, and this is going to give you champion set gear. If we look down here, and this includes immunity set, speed set, and the rage set. I really like the rage set. Speed set, I mean, it's got better stats, but you can get that other places. The immunity set, I'm not a big fan of this immunity set, honestly. That only lasts for 1 turn. I mean, yeah, that, like, the beginning turns could be amazing. It could help you a lot, but I don't know, I just don't care about it that much. Other updates and bug fixes: Belina and her artifact are now in convenient summons, so you can get her for free now if you didn't do it. I also see this hero's Ken's Vigor buff can now be taken away by the enemy. I really don't like this change. They just made it so they couldn't take it away last update, I believe, or 2 updates ago, and now they're bringing it back based on, I think, 2 updates ago they did it because he was no good at all without it. Last update they improved him again, and now they're giving him a nerf. It seems like they're never going to get this Ken character right. An issue has been fixed, and with the Twine and Elixis Lots, buff skills did not properly apply to certain heroes. When Belina's skill Wind Break Fan defeats the last hero with a total of 5 focus, the focus is no longer lost. This is really good for raids, labyrinths, story mode. You can actually build up your focus. And that's really nice to go into a boss fight with that if you can pull it off. An issue has been fixed in which certain situations heroes are able to be placed on teams more than once. I was not even aware of that. Inventory improvements have been made to artifacts to sell. Artifact Infinity Basket now properly displays and battle when triggered. Guild. Weekly guild contribution is now increased according to the amount of guild chests received through gold donations rather than according to gold donated. Players who have been promoted to the guild captain and attempt to leave the guild will now receive a notification stating that they cannot leave the guild. So if you're a guild captain and you were a douchebag and just left your guild with no captain, you can't do that anymore. And the last thing I want to mention here is that the amount of energy received from leaves has been increased from 70 to 80. So you're getting a buff on your leaves for your energy. That's pretty nice. I've just recently started using a lot of my leaves about a week ago. Still have about 30 left, so that adds up pretty quickly. And that is the updates for 123. If you guys are gonna pull for this Violet character, tell me about it. If you get him, tell me how many times that you pulled for him. He looks pretty awesome to me. I really like the idea of a tanky thief. So see you guys later.
Violet is a swordsman of the Perlin Raiders. He was born into a noble Perlin family. Though Violet may appear elegant, his behavior is anything but. While incredibly skilled, he has a few friends due to his excessive narcissism. Violet is an Earth Elemental thief who evades well and counterattacks with huge damage proportional to the amount of focus. Players can increase evasion chance by using Duel Accepted at the beginning of the battle, then deal huge damage with Butterfly Cut proportional to the amount of focus when counterattacking after a successful evasion. If you can support and protect Violet well, it'll be best to place him in the front position so that he can counterattack often.